In this lecture, we will create a storage account. So now let's switch over to Azure Portal in order to get started. Alright, so I'm back in Azure Portal. So now let's start and click on Create a Resource. I could search in the marketplace for storage accounts or go down to Storage and then click on Storage Account Blob File Table and Queue. And here is the starting point. So the basics, now we have to select the subscription if you work on more, but probably you're working also on the free trial like me. So this is good. Now the resource group, I will select the existing AZ900-RG resource group. So this is what we are using in the course. And now we need to provide the storage account name. So as you can see, the name must be unique across all existing storage account names in Azure. So this one should be available. Let's try AZ900, then I will say storage account, and the name is already taken, so I will write again AZ900. Good, so I have the green tick, which means that this storage account name is unique and is available now. Probably if you're going to follow along with this lab, you have to choose a different thing, of course. The location is West Europe. I will stick with the location I have been using up to now. Performance standard is good. The account kind, so this is Storage V2, General Purpose version 2. We have here also version 1 and blob storage, but this is the version and the option that Azure currently recommends, as it encompasses all of the options, so blob storage and also the files, queue and table. In terms of replication, these are the options we have covered in the theoretical lecture. So locally redundant storage, zone redundant storage, GRS, RAGRS, geo-zone redundant storage, and the last one, read access, GZRS. So I will leave the default here, read access, geo-redundant storage, and I will click next in order to proceed to networking. So what I put inside the storage account, I want it to be publicly accessible. So I will leave the connectivity method here as public endpoint and all networks. And I'll now click on next to advanced. So these are the default options here. Here is the data lake storage generation 2 we have also talked about, and I could enable here for advanced functionalities. So it's not the case now. Let's proceed on to tags. Now I will say here the name, as you know already, AZ900 storage account and AZ900. Good. And for the tag, I will use AZ900 tag. Fantastic. Now let's move on to review and create. So running final validation and validation passed. So I will now click on create. Initializing deployment, submitting deployment. Deployment is in progress, so we should soon see here the deployment succeeded message. So let's wait, and we see that indeed deployment succeeded. So I will click dismiss all and go to resource. And there are quite a lot of information here displayed. So this is the resource group. Then the status, primary available, secondary available, that's good. Location West Europe, that's fine. Subscription, this is the ID of our subscription. The tags, performance and access tier. So performance standard, and our data is currently put here in the hot access tier, and we have covered this as well. In terms of replication, this is the information and also the account kind. Now here we have available containers. So this is for blob storage, file shares, tables and queues. And in the next lectures, in this module, we will cover through hands-on labs as well, containers, so blob storage and also file shares. Thank you and see you in the next lecture.